features two Canadians who are no strangers to a BSE Pro ring. On one side, you have the crafty mat technician, Robert Roode. And on the other, some might call the instant classic. Others might call Captain Charisma, Christian Cage.
Timeout. You always get your money's worth when you get Christian Cage on the roster.
Nose to nose.
Oh, there's the shove. Big smack back to the face. Blocking another one. Christian just toying now with Bobby Roode. Look at this, getting the advantage early, getting into the mind.
And Bobby's got to keep his head in the game. He can't afford to make mistakes to get sloppy because this crowd is on him. He's got to play his game, slow it down, and start taking Christian Cage apart. He can't. They got to do something about this crowd. I think the referee needs to tell them all to be quiet.
Well, hey, the crowd's definitely got the opportunity to speak their minds and be as loud as they want. We always encourage that. Whip into the ropes now. Cage takes a shoulder block. Was forced down by the, well, maybe temporarily much stronger Bobby Roode. And I guess you got to give the size advantage to Bob Roode in this match.
But Christian is such a veteran of the game. He's got so many more years of experience than Bobby Roode, and he's crafty. He knows every dirty trick, and well, he knows how to wrestle too, Dave. I'll give you that.
Can you imagine the tag team that these two would make?
It would be probably one of the most dominant tag team in wrestling history. Christian, a multiple-time tag team champion. So yeah, absolutely, with his experience and Bobby Roode's youth and just athletic ability, oh certainly, but they're not teaming tonight. They're going one-on-one. This is going to be a great match.
Definitely bragging rights up for grabs in this match here. It's Christian with a quick go-behind reversal now on Bob Roode. What a main event we have here tonight. What a great event it's been all around in Timmins. Another great night as Bob Roode now with the arm and in control of Christian Cage. Both natives of Canada. So many likes and so many things that are just complete opposites when it comes to these two guys. Great debate in ring when it comes to the physicality of this. And here we go. Quick cover by Cage, not able to hold him down to a one. A kick out by Bob Roode. Retreats to the outside.
Yeah, Bobby Roode's got to get out of the ring, regroup a little bit, refocus, and get his mind back in the game, because this crowd is just letting him have it from all sides. And you're saying, talking about the similarities. Well, you know, Bobby Roode is a proud member of Team Canada, proud Canadian. Christian Cage, a proud Canadian, was in the faction, the Un-Americans, when he was with the WWE. They share the same mentality. They're both so proud of where they come from, and they come home, and neither of them want to be embarrassed in front of the Canadian crowd.
No, of course not. Cage now with the chase. A little game of Tom and Jerry, if you will. Bob Roode slides into the ring. Cage follows very closely behind him. Bob Roode cuts him off.
I'm surprised Cage to get caught with that move. He's been around a number of years, but give credit to Bob Roode. If he can get Cage distracted and take charge, that's exactly what he's got to do.
Now Roode now takes Cage buckle to buckle. Quick spring over. Cage sends down Bobby Roode, and he's obviously got something in his mind. Bobby Roode's got something bugging him in the back of his head. He's very weary of the cagey, well, Christian Cage. And a big huge scoop slam by Cage out of the buckle. 1, 2, and oh, not quite enough to hold down the hottest free agent in professional wrestling today. Dave Linton sending Christian back while he begins his 10 count on the outside.
Trying to hold that Christian Cage. Oh, it's grabbing by the hair now.
Big handful of hair, and look at this now. Bobby Roode manages to pull Christian to the outside. They're balling on the outside now. Fists from Cage.
And Christian getting the advantage on the floor as well. Look at that, slamming Bobby's head in the another, just a devastating chop.
Huge chop by Christian Cage. Takes Bobby Roode around the world. Another knife-edge chop across the chest. Bobby Roode spreading the crowd out of the way. Oh boy, here we go again. We saw enough of this during Canyon and Cobra Kai earlier.
Yeah, this is not a Timmins street, but the referee's got to get control of this. This cannot go in the crowd. There's no police out there right now. This is, again, going out in that rabid crowd who already hate him, and then they made it evident.
And look at that. You can still see the smear of blood from Chris Canyon on the plexiglass there. as Bobby Roode and Christian Cage battling right in front of it, and there is head off to the chairs. Cage is in a world of hurt right now.
Bobby Roode had to do that. He's getting, not getting the upper hand. He's getting beaten up a little bit by Christian Cage. Now that it's gone, well, in the crowd, really, Bobby Roode, is taking the advantage, and Bobby Roode is tough. Bobby Roode is absolutely tough, and when it came outside, I maybe spoke too soon, Dave. They actually back and forth. Christian Cage is taking over on Bobby Roode.
Look at this, and another 2 minutes for roughing, and maybe too many men on the ice. And Christian Cage now throwing fists, pounding away on the head of Bobby Roode. Slouching over.
Bobby Roode's just being laid out.
Cage